Hi students, today we are discussing about the next point of oscillation that is the extreme values of displacement, velocity and acceleration. Already we take about the three expressions for the displacement, velocity and acceleration. First is the displacement x is equal to a sine omega t plus phi. This is the general equation for displacement. If suppose that particle starts from mean position, in that case we can write that formula as x is equal to a sine omega t only, because phi is equal to 0. And when that particle starts from extreme position, then x is equal to a cos omega t. That is the when that particle particularly starts from mean position or extreme position. In general we can write that displacement of that particle is given by the formula x is equal to a sine omega t plus phi. Now we have to find the extreme values for that. Where is that displacement is maximum? So first we go for the at mean position. At mean position. At mean position, omega t plus phi, that magnitude is equal to 0 or pi. At mean position, omega t plus phi, this magnitude is equal to 0 or phi, and that's why we can write sine 0 is equal to 0, and that's why x is equal to 0. That means x minimum, this is the minimum value of displacement. Where is that? That is the at the mean position, the displacement of that particle x is equal to 0, because omega t plus phi is equal to 0 or pi radian, and that's why x is equal to 0. This is equal to 0, sine 0 is equal to 0, 0 multiplied by a means x is equal to 0. So we can write x is equal to, or x minimum is equal to 0. That means displacement at the mean position which is minimum. Where is that maximum? So in that case, when displacement, so we can going for the extreme position. That means at extreme position. What about the extreme position? At mean position displacement is 0. Then what about the extreme position? That means extreme position, we go know the equation for displacement x is equal to a sine omega t plus phi. At extreme position, this omega t plus phi is equal to, which having magnitude pi by 2 or 3 pi by 2. Now sine pi by 2 is equal to 1, and that's why we can write that equation as x is equal to a sine pi by 2 or a sine 3 pi by 2. We can write like this. So in that case we can write x is equal to plus or minus a. X is equal to plus or minus a. This is the maximum value of displacement at the extreme position. Okay, x is equal to plus or minus a. These are the x max. Okay, x minimum and x minimum. These are the extreme values of displacement. Now we go for the velocity. Extreme values for the velocity. In this case also we know the formula for that. Formula velocity, already we obtained that formula. Phi is equal to omega under root a square minus x square. Already we know this formula, that is the velocity of that particle performing SHM. Now here also we are finding the at mean position. Where is that velocity is maximum and minimum? So at mean position, x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 0. At mean position x is equal to 0, so put that magnitude, that means displacement is 0. So phi is equal to omega under root, phi is equal to omega under root a square. This is capital A square, we can write there, a square minus 0, or we not write there. So we get phi is equal to a square under root a square, means we can write plus or minus a omega. This is the maximum value of that particle which is at mean position. That means when that particle which is in SHM at mean position, that particle having the maximum value velocity, and that phi velocity phi max is equal to plus or minus a omega. Now we can say that the velocity of that particle in SHM is maximum at the mean position. Now we go for the at extreme position. What about the extreme position? Extreme position. At extreme position, in this extreme position, we can write that extreme position x is equal to what about the displacement? Maximum displacement. That means we can write that plus or minus a, that is positive extremity or negative extremity, and that's why we can write a. So we know the formula, phi is equal to omega under root a square minus x square, but x is equal to plus or minus a, so we can write a square. X is equal to a, so a square minus a square means 0, 0 multiplied by omega means completely becomes 0, so phi minimum is equal to 0. That means from these two equations we can say that the velocity of particle performing SHM has maximum value at the mean position and minimum value at the extreme position. This is about the velocity. Then we go for the third point, that is the acceleration. Acceleration of that particle, where is that that having the extreme values. Okay, for acceleration already we know the formula for acceleration. What? Acceleration a is equal to minus omega square x. This is about the acceleration. Now we go for the first at the mean position. What about the acceleration at mean position? At mean position, displacement x is equal to 0. At extreme position we take that maximum displacement plus or minus a. So at mean position x is equal to 0, apply that 0 this magnitude here, so we get a is equal to 0. This is the minimum acceleration at the mean position. Now what about the extreme position? We go for the extreme position. Extreme position x is equal to what? X is equal to plus or minus a. Here also we take x is equal to plus or minus at extreme position. Here also we are taking that extreme position plus or minus 2a, and that's plus or minus a only. So apply that x is equal to, so we can write a is equal to minus omega square into x means a. So we can write here a is equal to, we can write there a is equal to minus or plus or minus or plus a omega square or omega square a. Okay, this is the maximum value of acceleration particle of a particle performing SHM. That means at the extreme position the acceleration of that particle is maximum, and that is given by a is equal to plus or minus a omega square, and at mean position acceleration is minimum, that is equal to 0. This is about the extreme values of displacement, velocity and acceleration. Now the next point is the what are the definitions of amplitude, period and frequency of SHM, that is means that particle performing SHM. First we go for the what is the amplitude of that particle, amplitude. So for that we are drawing this diagram. Suppose this is the path on which that particle is oscillating. Suppose we are saying that a b, or we can write in n. Suppose this is n, this is m. Suppose this is the center of that o, we can write center of that, and suppose that particle is anywhere at this point p. That particle, this is the extreme position, this is also extreme position, this is mean position. Okay, now what about the displacement? When that particle which is at p position, then this is nothing but the x displacement. When that particle which is at extreme position, this is the maximum displacement. So what is the definition of displacement, or what is the definition of amplitude? We are going for the amplitude, that is the maximum displacement of that particle from the mean position. This is not this one OP, that is not maximum displacement of that particle. And if suppose that the particle which is at extreme position, that is the maximum displacement from this mean position, this is called as amplitude of SHM. So in this condition, the displacement of this particle is given by the formula x is equal to, already we know the formula, x is equal to what? A sine omega t plus phi. Suppose that particle which is at point P, in that case the displacement of that particle we can write x is equal to a sin omega t plus phi. The particle which having the maximum displacement, the particle which having the maximum displacement, that is equal to sin omega t plus phi is equal to plus or minus 1. In that case only that displacement is maximum, okay, and that is equal to 1. So x is equal to plus or minus a. This is the maximum displacement. The distance a is called, this distance a is called as amplitude of SHM, and that's why we can say that what is the amplitude of SHM? The maximum displacement of that particle which is performing that simple harmonic motion from its mean position, which is called as amplitude of the SHM. Amplitude of SHM, the maximum displacement of particle performing SHM from its mean position is called as amplitude of SHM. Then we go for the what is SI unit of this amplitude? SI unit of that is meter, okay, because this is the distance, so we can write meter only. SI unit of that amplitude is meter. Then we go for the next point, that is period of SHM. Period of SHM. Now what is period of SHM? So already we know the period of SHM, or what is period or periodic time. The time taken by that particle which is performing that simple harmonic motion to complete its one oscillation. Time taken by that particle to complete its one oscillation, which is called as period of SHM. So in that case, if we take for displacement of that particle, x is equal to what? X is equal to a sin omega t plus phi. This is the equation for displacement, okay. Now after time t is equal to, we are changing that time, after time t is equal to what? T plus 2 pi upon omega. After this time the displacement will be x is equal to what? X is equal to a sin in bracket omega in bracket t is equal to what? T plus 2 pi upon omega plus phi. After time t is equal to t plus 2 pi upon omega, displacement of that is given by this formula, and that's why if we write x is equal to a sin omega t, this multiplied omega t, this omega get cancelled, omega t plus 2 pi plus phi, and lastly we get equation x is equal to a sin omega t plus phi. That means from that result, or from these two equations, first we take that this equation when time t is equal to we are taking time t, and after second time we are taking this next time, that is the t is equal to t plus 2 pi upon omega. In that case also we get the same equation, and therefore we can show that that particle which is at same position after a time t pi upon omega, if suppose these two equations are same, that means that particle which is at same position after time t pi upon omega, that means the particle complete its one oscillation in time t is equal to how many? T is equal to 2 pi upon omega. And that's why we can write that equation, that is small t is equal to capital T, time taken by that particle to complete its one oscillation, that is capital T is equal to what? 2 pi upon omega. We got the another formula for period of SHM, T is equal to what? 2 pi upon omega, and hence period T is equal to 2 pi upon omega. We got to that equation. So by using that, we already know the omega square is equal to what? Omega square is equal to k upon m. Okay, in differential equation we use this one. Omega square is equal to k upon m, where k is what? That is nothing but the force per unit displacement. Force per unit displacement. Force per unit displacement divided by this mass. K upon m, force per unit displacement divided by mass, or this is nothing but the acceleration per unit displacement. Acceleration per unit displacement, and that's why we can write T is equal to what? T is equal to 2 pi upon omega. Omega means this is nothing but it is omega square is equal to acceleration per unit displacement. 2 pi upon omega means under root acceleration per unit displacement. Acceleration per unit displacement. This is the another formula for T, or we can write here acceleration per unit displacement is nothing but the k upon m, and that's why T is equal to 2 pi we can take as m upon k. Okay, so this is the another formula for period of SHM. T is equal to, we know that T is equal to 2 pi upon omega. This is the first formula. Second formula, T is equal to 2 pi upon under root acceleration per unit displacement. Acceleration per unit displacement means k upon m, and that's why we can write T is equal to 2 pi acceleration then under root m upon k. That's why we get the another formula for that period of SHM. T is equal to 2 pi under root m upon k. And last point, that is the frequency of SHM. Frequency of SHM. For frequency we are using the symbol n. What is frequency? These are the number of oscillations performed by that particle per unit time or in a given time. Per unit time means in 1 second, or in 1 second the number of oscillations performed by that particle is called as frequency of SHM. And already we know that the reciprocal of frequency is nothing but the time period. So that particle performing one oscillation, hence in unit time it performs 1 upon t oscillations, and hence frequency n of the SHM is given by n is equal to 1 upon t. But already we take that formula 2 pi upon omega. That's why we can write here, if we put that magnitude 2 pi upon omega here, so we get omega upon 2 pi. This is the next formula for that frequency. Next formula for that, omega is equal to, or already we take by using this formula, T is equal to pi under root m upon k. So we can use that 1 upon 2 pi, put the magnitude of omega here, this one, that is k upon m. This is n is equal to 1 upon t is equal to omega upon 2 pi is equal to 1 upon 2 pi under root k upon m. This is the frequency of SHM. What is frequency of SHM? That is the number of oscillations performed by that particle which is performing simple harmonic motion per unit time, which is called as frequency of SHM. Then the next point is the next point is this reference circle method. And this reference circle method, which is out of syllabus for this year only. So we are taking the next point, that is the phase in SHM. Now what is phase in SHM? So what is phase in SHM? The phase in SHM is the state of oscillation. In this, the displacement, the direction of velocity and oscillation numbers at that instant of time. But in that case also, knowing only the displacement is not enough, because at a given position there are two positions or two possible directions. Okay, two possible directions of velocity except the extreme position, because at extreme position, so we are taking that in the diagram. Suppose this is the diagram. Okay, so for this particle P, there are two possibilities, or there are two directions, like this right hand side, right direction or left direction. But in case of the extreme position, there is only one direction, and therefore we can say except the extreme position. Now by knowing only the velocity, which is also not enough, because there are two different positions for the same velocity. Okay, that means except this mean position, because at mean position there is the maximum velocity. So we can taking that except the mean position, that particle having the different positions. Hence, to know the phase, we need a quantity that is continuously changing with time. Thus the angular displacement theta is equal to omega t plus phi can be used as a phase of SHM, as it varies continuously with time. In this case it is called as phase angle, and that's why that is called as phase angle theta. Now there are some possible cases. Which are that possible cases? First case is that This is the first case. If theta is equal to 0, that means that theta indicates the particle is at mean position, moving to the positive extremity, and that phase angle theta is equal to 360 degree, or we can say that 2 pi is the beginning of the second oscillation, and so on. So first case, that is the theta is equal to 0, that means this is nothing but that particle that indicates that particle which is at mean position moving with the positive extremity, and when phase angle is becomes theta is equal to 360 or 2 pi, in that case that is nothing but the beginning of the second oscillation, and continuously so on. Then the second case is that if the phase theta is equal to 180, or we can say that pi radian, indicates that during the first oscillation the particle is at mean position and moving to the negative extremity. Similar state in the second oscillation, that similar state in the second oscillation, phase theta is equal to 360 plus 180. That means for first oscillation 360 plus 180, or we can say that 2 pi plus pi, and continuously so on. This is the second case. Then third case, phase theta is equal to 90 degree. Third case, phase theta is equal to 90 degree, or we can say that pi by 2 radian. In that case, that indicates that when theta is equal to 90 degree or pi by 2, that indicates that the particle is at extreme position. And for second oscillation, theta is equal to how many? 360 plus 90. 360 plus 90, or 360 plus 90, or 2 pi plus pi by 2, and so on, like that. And last condition is in that fourth condition, if theta is equal to 270 degree or 3 pi by 2, it indicates that that particle which is at the negative extremity or negative position, extreme position, for the second oscillation, next oscillation, the phase theta will be 360 plus 270. For first oscillation 360 plus second 270 degree, or 2 pi plus 3 pi by 2, and so on. Like this is about the phase in SHM. What is phase in SHM? To know the phase, we must need, or we use that quantity which is continuously changing with time, and that's why the angular displacement theta, which is equal to omega t plus phi, can be used as a phase of SHM, because as it varies continuously with time, and that's why in that case it is called as phase angle. Then the next point is the graphical representation of SHM. In that case there are 2 points, that is particle which is executing, or that particle which is starting from the mean position, and particle starting from the extreme position. These 2 points are out of syllabus for this year only. So we are taking the next point, that is the composition of two SHMs having the same period and along the same path. This point we will take in next lecture. Thank you.